Hey Rebelscum! It's been a while since I did a review video. I've been focused on the retrospectives, which you guys seem to love, so that's great. I got many more coming up. But today we're going to show you something. We have a Beast Kingdom sponsored review. They sent us these amazing EAA figures. That stands for Egg Attack Action. I love these. I've shown you guys a couple in the past. I think I've shown you Darth Maul and the Mandalorian with his Darksaber. And if you've looked at CTR over the years, we have many other reviews we did. But these are great. These are in a 6-inch line, and what's sort of unique about them is they have this sort of deformed head look to them. They also have a lot of premium details. They often have real cloth goods, capes, and undergarments, and they also have functional weapons, sometimes light-up lightsabers, glow-in-the-dark lightsabers, other light-up features, magnetic features for jetpacks to cling onto or to sidearms to cling onto, etc. So they always have some great little features in these guys, and they feature an amazing amount of detail, and they're just very unique and just very interesting and have so much range in terms of what you can do with them in posing. But first, let's start with the box here. You can see the box is got a call out on the front with the window box and then this character. I kind of love the style of imposed on this red. It kind of has this like vintage look to it. I don't think that was intentional, but it's still kind of fun. And then on the back, you can see some of the features they're calling out. This one has a sound effect function and a light up chest box in addition to a light up, I believe it has the light up lightsaber as well. So we'll be checking all that out as we get into this character. But one thing I did want to point out, I believe since this is a Rogue One Darth Vader, that it's going to be very similar to the EA 45 release of Rogue One Darth Vader. We'll check the two out at the end of the segment. We'll compare and contrast. You can see the box has evolved a little bit over time between the two. This was a few years ago when they did the EAA line. But there was a Stormtrooper, a Shore Trooper, and a Darth Vader, and now we have a Stormtrooper, Shore Trooper, and Darth Vader. So we'll see in those segments basically what these guys look like and what has changed in them or what has not. But for now, why don't we crack into this guy and check out some of these awesome features. One thing I always do with the EAAs is I keep the boxes because there's generally more accessories than I need. And if I ever wanted to go back and change it up, I could always go back into the box and switch out the hands. They give you a lot of hands. Maybe not as many hands as we see in the 3.0 reviews that I do on CTR, but they give you a lot of hands. So it just gives you an option to change the poses up, weapon holding hands or force push hands or what have you. So no background or anything in the box here. We'll see what we got here. We have our stand. Now they generally have a stand that comes with these guys. I've never used it personally. This one has his name on the side here in Star Wars, and then it's going to have a little part here you can put together. This one's a hook. These are pretty cool. I've used these for other action figures to pose them as well, but it's going to be on a pivot here, and basically it's just going to give you like this little way to hold the character up. But these guys balance pretty well. I've never needed to use the stand. I display all my figures without the stand, and I think they look great. So here's our character himself. Looking really imposing here. I love it. They did a really nice job with Darth Vader and that body armor right here. It looks really good. Has all the hallmarks of Darth Vader's body armor. And it has the helmet here with the little grubbies and stuff on it, including the neck brace. So you had to attach the helmet separately. One thing that I think they might have made a mistake on is the armor should be underneath the cape and the battle tabard here. I believe that was the style in Rogue One. I believe that was the style in Episode 4. And this is not a Empire Strikes Back Vader because you could tell from the chest box here. So I'll do a quick correction of that and show you later on. But that's the only thing, and this should be easy enough to switch out. So I'll do that. But why don't we give you guys a close-up of the character right now as I put his helmet on. You can see that great detail here with the corrected battle armor as I have him in this sequence. But great detail on the belt. You can see the little life support boxes on the side. You can see the ribs on the gloves. Nice shiny coat on his boots, all the way down to the cod piece and the look of the leather on his pants and his, I guess his jacket, or not jacket, but shirt. They capture all those great details the character needs, and that's always appreciated to see that level of craftsmanship. And that helmet has this nice shiny hue to it. Appreciate that as well. Vader's helmet always has that nice reflective look on there. So the lenses are done really well too. I believe they have this nice red shine to them, which is good. The helmet gave me a little bit of trouble here, but everything on it, premium detail, all the way down to the paint applications, very tight, very focused paint applications, so I like that too. But they did a really nice job on the Vader. So like I said, it gives you a bunch of hands that you could take with it. Finally get the helmet. Gives you a bunch of hands that you could put on there. So we'll check those out in just a second. But let me just show you that great center of gravity that he has here. And he's easy to balance, just like that. He has really solid joints. The cape here has that wire in it, so you could kind of pose it if you want a wind look, or if you want to have it a little bit tighter. So that's nice to have the wire frame in the cape. So he has these ankle joints here, and he has a toe joint, so articulation of the toes. He has the knee joint, so a double knee as well. And of course at the hips, every which way there. Wrists, he has articulating front wrists, and then he has the, of course, he has the upper arms, the joint, the shoulder, the elbow, all that here in our Vader. So great articulation there. So you get a nice, if you want a nice clenched fist, he could pull off the nice clenched fist look when he's, you know, quashing the rebellion. So a lot of range on these guys. So they could go all the way around, do some fun poses. You want to do some push-ups, you can doing some push-ups, but that's just what they have, this great articulation in these figures, and that's one of the reasons I really like them, is because of that great range of articulation. You could make a lot of dynamic poses. So we'll check out his hands here. So he has a couple of alternative weapon holding hands. These are going to be for his lightsaber. And then he has a couple of, I want to call these force choke hands that he could do as well. So other great thing when we get to the lightsaber, so you could take the blade out, I believe here. This one's a little stubborn there. And then they have a loop on there. So of course you could just put it on his belt. So it has the hook right here. So you could have the lightsaber hooked on his belt, and I'll give you guys a close-up shot of this in a second. And you could have his lightsaber where it should be right there on his belt. So that's another great little feature, attention to detail, of course, to have that in there. So why don't we try the hands a little bit. So with Vader, I love putting a force choke hand on there. So these have easy way to change these out. The first generation of these hands were not easy at all, but they've improved this significantly in the newer models. So we have his hand there with his force choke, and then I'm going to put his other hand here. I want to give him his lightsaber. So I find it's easier to put the lightsaber into the hand before you put it on his arm. It's just a little bit easier to do it that way. So we have the hand here. Put it in. Put the lightsaber blade back in. There we go. Oh, and then I just ejected the battery compartment. That is not what you want to do. I'm not even sure how I did that. So basically, I have to put it back together again. All right. So yeah, just be mindful of what you're doing. Don't be like me and accidentally eject the battery compartment. Oh, and a little battery. That's they're very tiny, but you can replace these. So if these go out over time, it's nice to know that there's a way to replace them. So they have a little rubber band on them to hold them in place, and there's a little spring in there. So we're just going to push against that this way and twist back into place. There we go. All right, so if you do that, that's how you fix it. So that's just a quick little tutorial on how to fix it. I meant to do that. Yes, of course. So these things, usually I have not had an issue with anyone breaking on me. You could always fix them. So we got our lightsaber here, and there we go. Great light up function on that lightsaber. If I had a dark room, I could show you that a little bit better. Maybe I'll give you guys a dark shot. But if he's in a hallway coming after some rebels, you have that great imposing look. And then the other thing is there's a switch here on the back for his chest box and his talk function. You could easily just reach for it and feel it out. There we go. So you could see the sequence here, and you could hear him doing his breathing. So you could see the sequencing here on his life support box here. That's great. So I believe that is the sequence for Rogue One. I don't have that sequence, so I can't check it. I can check the Empire Strikes Back one, but and I do know when I have seen the Empire Strikes Back one, it's the right sequence. So this should be the right sequence. So you have him in his full-on function here with his light-up lightsaber, with his light-up chest box, in his whole outfit here. So ton of poses you could do. But let me show you a little bit more of a close-up here, and then I'll compare him to the previous Vader. So here we have our Vaders. This is our newer Vader, the 163 on the left, and this is 45 on the right. Identical. Nothing, I did not see anything different. Same paint scheme, same features. This one also has the light-up lightsaber and the light box, the chest box, and the sounds. My battery's dead on this one, so I can only make the lightsaber go on, but they both have the same features, all the same functions, so it's the same Vader. So just in this new package and reissued, which is great. We're getting all these new figures. We have Boba Fett's, Jango Fett, Mandalorian, but we're not getting a Vader, so they put the Vader back out again. So that's great. If you missed this the first time around, you got a chance to get him now. Again, all that great detail that I've shown you guys, you can see up close. All the amazing features, the light ups, the really nice metallic dome on Vader here, and the additional sequencing on the chest box. But the only thing, like I said, out of the box, it had the armor over the battle talbot. It should be the opposite, I believe, in Rogue One, and leading into A New Hope, he had it underneath. So keeping that detail consistent, you just have to shift it underneath. Not too difficult. The head pops off. You could easily just take everything off and then reorder it and put it back together. And then he ends up looking like this. Then he looks great. He looks screen accurate at this point. But that's, I believe that's the case. If it's not, let me know. But I'm pretty sure, I know Episode 4 Vader had it under the battle talbot, and I'm pretty sure Rogue One Vader had it under the battle talbot as well. So that quick and easy fix. Not a big deal, but everything else looks great on this figure, and you're going to enjoy him. I promise you will like Vader. He's great to have around. Like I said, you could do a ton of things with him. He could be contemplating Vader. He could be, power-hungry Vader. He could just hang out, mingle with your other characters. These guys have so much they could do in terms of their opposability, and in terms of their little fun light-up features. There's other variants of Vader. There's a glow-in-the-dark Vader out there as well that you could get from Beast Kingdom. There was a hologram Vader at one point. He was really cool. I could show you guys that someday as well. He has light-up functionality to him as well. But so many great characters in the lines. We're going to have a link to Beast Kingdom here on this video, where you guys could pick up Vader and check out their other Star Wars products and other products in general. They have other characters. There's some coming up that haven't been released yet. We're excited about Obi-Wan. We also showed you guys a tease of that Jabba the Hutt. So he retails around $90. But wait, if you're a first-time Beast Kingdom customer, we're going to have a unique code for you guys at the end of this video. So in the comment section and on the website, that you can pick them up for 10% off. So try that out. Go to the website, use our code, get them a little markdown on them. It's not bad. It's like $10 off almost. And you're definitely enjoy this guy mingled in with your other characters. And they, like I said, they stand out. They're a little different. That's what I like about them. They have a lot of detail in them. They're fun. They have this great 6-inch scale I like about them, but they're still packing in so much detail, so many premium elements to them, despite being smaller. And the price point is still not crazy. We're dropping it down to almost $80 with our discount. I think he's definitely worth that much in terms of what you're getting with articulation, the additional features, That attention to detail, I mean, these are done really well. There's no rush on these guys. They look really sharp. So that's all for Vader. I can't wait to show you guys the troops. So we're going to move into those starting next week. Those are pretty awesome. I love what they've done with all the troop lines. And they started getting characters without helmets as well. I showed you guys Darth Maul, and now we're going to have Obi-Wan. So we're getting out of just helmets. We're going to see how those look, and they have fun features like individually moving eyes, etc. So always some surprises with those guys. But this is our look at Vader. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy the Beast Kingdom videos. Definitely something different, something fun. So keep checking back. I'm going to have more of those. So that's all we have for this time. As always, like, subscribe, and follow. There's always something new on Rebelscum every day. So until I see you again, stay vigilant, you Rebelscum.